Welcome to the Quadzilla Adrenaline V2 custom tuning tutorial. In order to build the custom tune, we are not going to connect to an actual Adrenaline device. We'll just use our tablet to build the tune away from the truck. First thing that we're going to do is to make sure that we have the right vehicle selected from the vehicle selection menu. Scroll down to the bottom of the list to find the V2 vehicle selection. Your Adrenaline device needs to have the Adrenaline V2 base tune in order to use this vehicle selection. From there, we'll back out to the main menu level and then select Custom Tuning menu. The tune I'm making today is an example daily driver tune. It won't be too aggressive, but will allow us to add extra power and possibly improve our fuel mileage. Once we have the name saved, we'll edit the tune. We'll be using the default settings for some of the features, including the number of power levels. A setting of 11 power levels will give us power levels 0 through 10. The RPM limit will be left at 3200 RPM for this tune as well. The maximum valet mode power refers to power level 1. I'm setting it to 15% to act as a security feature. If someone tries to drive the truck on level 1, it will kill the truck when they press the throttle. The maximum fuel stretch will be set to 1200 microseconds to make it an easier going tune, but will still allow us to make more horsepower than normal. The TPS pump maximum will be set to 100%, requiring the full use of the throttle pedal to get the full power out of the tune. The TPS pump minimum will be set to 30%, requiring at least 30% throttle before the pump tap will kick in. The minimum pump tap fueling percentage refers to where in the pump tap map the fueling will start. Leaving this at 0 will make the tune fuel the smoothest. Raising this value will give a noticeable kick in power when the pump tap kicks in. Pump low boost scale is the minimum amount of boost needed before the pump tap will kick in. The default value is 5 psi boost. I'm setting this to 10 psi to help with the fuel mileage and smoke control. Boost scaling refers to the point where the pump tap fueling map reaches its peak values. Moving this lower condenses the map, and raising the value stretches the map out. Let's look at some timing. The max load timing offset is the amount of timing to be subtracted from the desired timing based off of the engine load. The low PSI timing reduction is set to 2 degrees. It is the amount of timing to subtract when in a high throttle low boost situation. Timing reduction scaling is set to 100%. Light throttle timing advance is the amount of timing to add to the target time when in a light engine load situation. We're setting this to 2 degrees. The light throttle load limit is the percentage of engine load below which the light throttle timing advance will apply. We're setting this to 30%. The next section employs one of our newer developments. We are calling it the Equalizer tuning setting. Basically, it's a visualization tool that will help with organizing the tuning parameters. You can slide the equalizer knobs up and down and get a 1/10 of a degree change, or you can type in the box and set it exactly. Here we are setting our targets for each RPM range from 1000 to 1500, from 1500 to 2000, and so on. These values are close to the defaults, but are higher in the 3000 RPM and max timing settings than in the defaults. Staying in the green windows is generally pretty safe. The next section is another equalizer tuning option for CAN bus fueling based off of boost pressure. Setting all these values to 100% will set the fueling equal to stock. For our larger 150 horsepower injectors, we're going to start our fueling below stock levels and begin with a ramp up to higher than stock levels when we have the air to burn the extra fuel. This will help clean up our tune and add some serious smoke control. I don't want to black out every intersection I come to. Like with the other equalizer, you can slide the knobs up and down, or you can click on the value box and enter the exact value that you want. We're going to start at 80% of stock values and step up by 2% for every pound of boost until we get to 5 psi of boost. From there, we will step up by 3% until we get to 10 psi of boost. We sped up this part of the video for time considerations. From 11 psi boost on, we will step up by 4% until we get to 15 psi of boost. Then we will step up by 5%. When you get to the point where you're setting all the values equal to 150%, it's easier just to slide the equalizer bars. Here I'm just double checking over the table to make sure that it all looks right. Remember to press save, otherwise those values will go away. Now I'm just clicking back into the equalizer table to make sure that all the values were saved and that it looks right. I'm also doing a double check on all of the tuning parameters. Since we're not actually connected to an Adrenaline device, we aren't going to apply the custom tune right now. I'm now connected to an iQuad BT device to an Adrenaline unit. Click on the iQuad BT device you want to connect to and wait for the initialization to take place. Since we don't have a custom tune applied yet, this initialization is quick. In order to apply the custom tune, we click on the gear icon to enter the main menu, and then click on the custom tuning menu. We press on the tune we want to apply and press yes on the confirmation dialog. The progress bar pops up showing the tune loading into the Adrenaline. This is at real time and not sped up. If you see any errors or tuning parameters that aren't loading, it could be that your base level tune is incompatible with your vehicle selection and you should push the reset to default button to reload the default tune. A partial tune load could cause all sorts of issues. So that's the quick tutorial on Quadzilla Adrenaline V2 custom tuning. If you want more in-depth information about each tuning parameter, you can read more in our Adrenaline Custom Tuning Guide. To find the Custom Tuning Guide, open our webpage at www.quadzillapower.com, scroll to the bottom of any page and click on the Adrenaline Custom Tuning Guide link, then press on the V2 Custom Tuning link. You can find a link in the description of the video below. Each parameter is described in detail and the default tune settings are listed here as well. At the bottom of the parameter list, you will find a Getting Started walkthrough for custom tuning your Adrenaline to your truck. If you have any other questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below, or you can always contact us by going to the bottom of any of our pages and clicking on the Contact Us link.